you know, I've created a bunch of fractal models for Kaspa, trying to summon my inner Jeffrey West or Giovanni, but obviously I'm an idiot, and so there's lots I don't know. Now, the thing with Kaspa and its emission schedule is that it's a lot more aggressive than Bitcoin. It's almost the same, but it's sort of squeezed into a shorter period of time. So the last Bitcoin mined is in the year 2140. With Kaspa, it's 2037. Here's a little factoid. The very last Bitcoin will take over 100 years to mint, to mine, sorry. That's crazy. So coming up with a fractal for Kaspa has been pretty hard. And I created this one months ago. I created this before Kaspa did its breakout. So you remember back in, was it November? I was saying, look, we've got this flat top compression. Kaspa always has these flat top compressions, a 14-day bust up, all that sort of stuff, and that we should see this. Well, and then, I got the slides in the wrong order, but anyway. And also that I established that there's this big mini fractal. So you'd have a big run-up, then a small run-up, etc. And I was trying to combine that theory with my fractal theory. And oh yeah, this was before the bust up, as in the move up, because I was saying that if my fractal theory was true, we should go from 5 cents to between 15 to 20 cents, plus or minus 10 days from the 3rd of December. I wasn't far off, was I? It was basically around the cuddle, the last cuddle. I think the cuddle was on day 14 of the pump. And I was like, I remember at night, everyone's going, is this the, and then it happened to be a 15-day pump instead of a 14-day pump. Wasn't far off. And so if I extend that back, this is what actually happened. So I said 15 to 20 cents, and that's because I was anticipating a potential top of the bar, whoever, I forgot who asked, will it hit the top? So my model said to the top, but in fact it stalled at 15.5 cents. Also, it doesn't help that I sold a shit ton of KAS at 15.3 cents. But so maybe there's some human dynamic which affected this price. Maybe it could have gone on. Maybe I shouldn't have released that video on YouTube. And maybe everyone front run my model. I don't know. In the Kaspa community, my fractal model was all over their Discord and stuff for quite a while. So, but the cool thing here is that the price action is pretty similar to what's happening right now. And I still maintain that we've got more falling with KAS. I haven't actually checked KAS this morning. What is it? Which is weird. That's the first thing I normally do when I wake up. But this morning I woke up, went, slides! 10.1 cents. Yeah, we've got more falling. I still think we do. Which is why I've got no KAS right now. So, I think we've got a bit more falling. We need some sort of spike low. It may not hit the bottom, but I think, yeah, so this was my old fractal model. I've tried to update it because in hindsight, I think you know, with Bitcoin, I had the crash model, you know, the crash phase, the accumulation phase, and then the bull phase, those three models. What I tried to do is apply the same 3 phases with KAS, and I think I was trying to shoehorn in something which didn't quite go quite right. So this is my new model. The projector fades the colors quite a bit, but I don't think KAS has a sideways choppy accumulation phase. The reason Bitcoin does, in hindsight, is that it has 4-year halving cycles, right? And it's also on top of the election cycle and the global liquidity cycle. But with Kaspa, it's almost not a linear. It's an exponential growth curve, but it's every month you have a reduction in the block emissions. And every year you have an effective halving. So I was also trying to tie in the halvings, but the halvings are around the 7th of May every year. And so when you plot in the 7th of May, there's no pattern, not that I can find anyway. And so like with the Bitcoin model I had, yes, it definitely goes from halving to halving, all that sort of stuff. I can't find any relationship there. So I've got rid of the halvings this is my new model. So obviously there's going to be a bit of fanning around here. I think we're very close to a low. And then we've basically just got a slow surge until the next pump, which is the end of this year. So if my model is correct, we should see the next proper blow off top, and there's always a flat top compression, but the flat top compressions always get bigger in size. So we had this flat top compression, which was just a bigger version of this flat top compression, which was just a bit bigger version of this flat top compression. Obviously, these look, you can't really see it because this is on a weekly chart, but these flat top compressions get bigger and bigger. So I believe the next flat top compression will last best part of half a year. So by summertime, we're looking at, oh sorry, not this year. Oh yeah, it's 2024 now, isn't it? Yeah, so end of this year, around November time, we should see the next blow off top, which will be about $1. Well, the peak, if it hits there, it's $1.30. But let's say only it's halfway, we're looking at still at 90 cents. 90, that's a 9x from now. Or 8 point something x. That's still pretty cool, right? In 10 months. So yeah, I'm excited. And also it means by my bang out date, December 2026, we're looking, let's say it's around here, $2.60 to $4. Let's say $2.50 to $4. Not bad, eh? Yeah, but obviously models never survive first contact, or my models probably don't. The power law, I really hope there's the power law in KAS. That'll be great.